What do you do when your favorite craft store goes out of business? You love to buy patterns and you're not really near a big city. Well, you do the only thing you can do. You buy them online. And so I want to share with you my haul from Simplicity. I have not bought the current sale. This is the prior sale, but I want to share some of those patterns with you and just get some inspiration for some of the things that we want to sew for the rest of the summer. So hang tight. I'll be right back with those patterns. All right. So one of the things that I figured out when I was purchasing patterns is I have a ton of patterns, like a ridiculous amount of patterns. So I had to be really careful when pattern shopping and make sure that I don't buy something that I already have or buy something that's so similar that all I have to do is change out an accent here or there and get the exact same pattern. So I'm trying to do better with that. When I first started buying patterns, I was terrible at that. If new patterns came out, I bought every one. I didn't think about whether or not I had that silhouette or not. The only time now that I will buy a new pattern is if I'm in between sizes, either need a higher size or a lower size, or if the pattern has changed so much that I just have to buy it. Otherwise, it's going to be more trouble than it's worth. Or if I want to be able to have a backup. So I have some patterns that are favorite patterns that I sew all the time, my tried and trues, and sometimes they get pretty beat up. Yes, I know that I could probably trace it on, some light paper, but I don't want to do that. I want to spend my time sewing. And so I spend the majority of my time cutting out the pattern and sewing the pattern. I certainly don't want to draw it. So if you love drawing your patterns to kind of keep a copy, that's great. I'm just going to buy a new pattern. All right. So the first pattern that I want to talk about is Simplicity 3134. And I'll show a picture of it up here. But it's a super cute blouse. It's a button down with a mandarin collar, but on the mandarin collar, it has this beautiful ruffle around the top. And then it also has cute ruffled sleeves. Now it comes in a couple of different variations. So that first variation is the one with the ruffled sleeves. The second one has a ruffle down the button placket with long sleeves. And then the third version has this like puffed sleeve at the top with a narrow pleat at the bottom of the sleeve. If you turn it over, this particular pattern calls for chambrays and linens, poplin, and taffeta. It does require some interfacing, some lightweight interfacing, and of course it will need buttons, but that's pretty much it as it pertains to notions. So that's a very super cute pattern, so I'm looking forward to sewing that one. The next one is what I would consider like a going out pattern, like wear outside pattern. This is not something that I would typically just wear on a kind of everyday basis, but if me and my husband are going out or if I'm going to a special party, I would definitely do that. And it's Simplicity 3140. It's a mini G pattern, so it's super cute. It's a top and a skirt, and it is in a stretch knit. You can do bamboo, you can do an ITY or jersey knit. It does call for clear elastic and then regular elastic. And so I bought the size 8 through 16, and that's just because it's made out of knit, and I can usually get away with a smaller size in knit, but I always want to make sure that the fit looks really good. And so I'll take a look at those kind of end measurements, the final garment measurements, to make sure that I pick the right pattern size when I get ready to sew it. But super cute. The next pattern is Simplicity 3141, and it's a top, short, and pants set. And this one is super cute because it has very cute detailing at the bottom. It looks like they did a scalloped hem at the bottom of the top. And this particular one calls for cotton blends, crepes, poplins, satines, and then it does need lightweight interfacing. And then depending on the view that you sew, you'll need an invisible zipper, and you also will need piping. And I love to make my own piping, so I generally have cord already. And then whatever fabric I'm sewing, I will generally make my own bias tape. It's just easier for me because I don't have to worry about like, is this the right color black? Is this the right color blue? If you just make it out of the fabric that you have, you don't have to worry about does it match, because it does. So again, super cute. The top can either be made with sleeves or without, with short sleeves or without. And then both the bottom of the top and the waist of the pants have that pretty scalloped detail on it. So super cute pattern. The next pattern is this oversized jacket and then skort combination. It's Simplicity 3142. You can make it in a array of fabrics, so crepe or gabardine, any kind of medium weight stretch wovens, ponte or twill. You'll also need lining fabric and lightweight fusible interfacing. For your notions, you'll need 2 buttons and then you'll need 1 7-inch invisible zipper. Again, the skort, super cute, kind of on the short side, so I'd probably bring that down a bit. I'm 5'4", so it's not going to be hard to make this a little bit longer for me. But I think that would be a really cute addition to a summer wardrobe. But also, this feels like it can go from summer to fall. All you have to do is pair that skort with some boots or with some lightweight tights and boots or lightweight tight and loafers. It could be a really cute combination. So really like that pattern. The next is a throwback. It's a 1960s vintage pattern, and I love vintage patterns. Not necessarily to always make them, but I do believe the silhouettes are so gorgeous and they inspire me in terms of like the dresses that I like to see myself in. Usually it's a nipped in waist within a flared out skirt, and I really think that's cute. So for this particular one, it's Simplicity 3153. And I got the size 6 through 14. I'll probably do some adjustments there because I'm all over the place in terms of sizing. So we'll see how this one goes. But what I like about this pattern is it's just 3 main pattern pieces. You have your 2 bodice pieces and then your 1 bottom piece. And so I think that's really, really cute. So it's going to be a gathered situation in that waistline, which I absolutely love. The suggested fabrics are chambray, cotton satin, crepe, georgette, jersey, lightweight and wool blends, silks and synthetic blends, and a couple of other fabrics. You will need lightweight fusible interfacing, and you'll need extra fabric if you're going to match any kind of plaids or stripes or one-way designs. So this is going to be a super cute pattern. Definitely something I could, wear to a special occasion or wear to church. Would be a super cute pattern. So love, love, love that one. And what's nice about this pattern is this would be amazing for me, but it would also be amazing for my daughter. So now I not only got the pattern in a size for me, but I also got it in a size for my daughter as well. So we could have a mommy-daughter situation there. Now, she's older, so she may not be too excited about that, but I'm certainly excited about that. Maybe we won't wear it on the same day, but we'll have the same silhouette of dress. And then the next 2 patterns that I got are not things that are considered like clothing per se. One of them is pajamas. And it's a really cute lounge set. It's a wrap style top with cuffed sleeves. That's super cute nonetheless. But it ties to the side and then it has a matching short or pant, which again would be super cute, kind of year round. I always get cold at night, so long sleeves are perfect for me. But if you are more warm bodied at night, you could definitely shorten that sleeve, make it a short sleeve, make it sleeveless. Could be super cute combination with those shorts or with the pants. They're asking in terms of fabric types, a challis, crepe, lawn, or voile. And then you'd also need some lightweight fusible and a bit of twill tape and some elastic. So that's all the notion. So that feels like it should be easy sew. It does have it listed as average. And if I had to guess, it's probably because of some of the workings on that top, because the top has a back yoke. It's got some pleating. It looks like it may have that fold up on the sleeve, and then it also has that lapel. Oops, they still do me in sometimes. And so I think that's probably what has it in the average territory, because both the pant and the shorts are going to be a really easy sew. Elastic in the waist. They do have pockets, but it's inseam pockets, so that should still be super easy. So that was Simplicity 3143. And then the last pattern that I got was a series of bags, and I generally don't buy bag patterns. But this particular one was so cute and it looks super simple. And I think it would be something fun to sew with my daughter. She's getting to the age now where I'm thinking, this is about the age that my mom taught me to sew. And if I don't get her on the bandwagon pretty fast, she's probably not going to want to sew when she gets older. And so I need to get her hooked now so that she has that skill when she's older and leaves home. So this particular pattern is Simplicity 3154. It's a one size pattern. And it's got 4 different types of bags. So we have what looks like it could be kind of a taco looking bag. It's super cute and has like the zipper closure, but it literally looks like a taco. There's another one that looks like a tote, but it has this kind of tulip silhouette that's really interesting and has two handles. Then you have another bag that is looks like just a standard tote. But what's nice about this one is that the shoulder portion, the portion that goes over your shoulder, is wide and then it goes to narrow at the top and then widens out again. And then the fourth one looks to be a crossbody type bag, and it's got some really interesting details where it looks like you could probably vary the fabrics and make a really cool design. And then it has an outside pocket. The suggested fabrics for all of these are canvas, cotton duck, damask, linen, and linen blends if you wanted to do the lining portions of it, which all these bags should be lined. You will need a medium weight fusible for the interfacing. And then for the notions, there are lots of notions depending on which bag you choose. So some of them require cardboard or plastic canvas, and that's for some of that structure that you'll need. For that first bag that I said looked like a taco, you'll need a metal zipper for that one and a tassel. And then for view D, you'll need a fold over braid or 2 packages of double fold bias tape. So you got some options there for things that you might need depending on the bag that you choose to make. But I think it's a super cute pattern. Lots of versatility. I can see that view A bag being a really cute evening bag, and that view D bag, super cute for a concert or for just going out on the town. View C, B, or view C could be a really cute shopping bag or just a tote to carry your everyday essentials. So those are my patterns that I got. I am so excited about sewing up some of these for my wardrobe for the summer. Some of them will be for work, some of them for going out, some of them for church. I think they're a really, really cute selection of patterns. I am taking a peek at some of those items that are now on sale on the Simplicity site. They do have Vogue patterns on sale right now and also McCall's at the time of this recording. So I'll probably go check out some of those and see which one of the new ones that I don't already have in my stash. And I'll probably come back and give you just a chat about what my plans are for those. And I'll probably come back and give you a quick video on what I'm doing to source fabric. I have a ton of fabric already, but you know how, I don't know about you, but it's really therapeutic for me to go to the fabric store and just walk through and touch the fabric and dream and think about the things that I want to make next. Well, since all the Joann's closed and we don't have a Michael's nearby, and Hobby has fabric, but like, the selection is, it's so-so. I'm not getting inspiration from there. So I started doing some really interesting things to make fabric buying fun again when I can't actually touch it. So stay with me and check me out for a future video that's going to come where I'll share more about what I'm doing there. I appreciate you all for coming and spending some time with me. Please subscribe to the channel so that you get notified the next time I post a video. And until next time, toodles.